Hello and welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory, and that was an insane amount of stuff that we just had, don't you think? Hi, JJ.
Hi.
Don't you feel it was like?
Yeah, we're all caught up.
It's like I feel like this, like we should just sign out now. Hi. Yeah, I mean, and we had to rattle through it so quickly, but that represents 2 weeks worth of
Awesomeness.
Awesomeness, yes. So 2 weeks ago we did hats. 3 weeks ago we did movie posters, and last week we did nothing. So
I vacationed.
JC vacationed. I unfortunately have a pinched nerve in my back that was bugging me. It's getting better.
Wah, wah.
So I wasn't able to go to Los Angeles, and I stayed here and did dog sitting instead. But yeah, anyway, it was just so nice to see as usual, all the varieties of things that you guys did over the last month, including different interpretations. Like there was one very quickly that we saw where somebody had drawn all the hats on birds of different kinds.
So cute, which leads into today. But I want to say you gave people enough time to catch up on those movie posters, and they might have needed, because I'm still exhausted from that session. That was a whirlwind.
Yeah.
That's probably what pinched your nerve, let's be honest.
It's true. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'll be your broken back. Yeah. Anyway, we have a lot of people here, some of whom might be new. We've got David visiting us from Santa Cruz, and Simon from South Africa. Gina is in Ohio.
I saw somebody from Tasmania.
Oh, I haven't seen that person yet.
How cool is that?
We've got Marie-Louise Weeks from Hastings. And who else? Here's Char.
I think you say Char.
Char. What if it's short for charity?
No, I think it's Char.
Char, like Charlotte. Charlotte, yeah. From Belleville, Ontario. She's gone.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
Hilda from Oslo.
Nice.
And we also have Dr. Octopus from Vienna, who is a regular now.
So we just got Brazil and Cape Town.
Oh, good.
The UK. It's very cool. I saw Jen here from the Philippines.
We've got Ape from Croatia.
Oh, very cool.
Edza in Iceland, sunny Iceland.
Nice.
And Teresa in the south of France, and Mineral Past in Padua. And lots of other people. So so thanks so much for joining us.
It's a global hug.
Yeah. So every Wednesday, if you're a member of this channel, you get to be part of a thing called Draw With Me Again, where we get together and we do a different Draw With Me session. And one of the things that we do at the end of each session is we say, let's all come up together with the topic that we should do in Draw With Me. So for the last 3 weeks, we've been recommended that we do rainforest birds.
Yeah.
And we went with other things in the meantime, but we kept thinking that was a good one. Whose suggestion was that?
I think Maria.
So we're finally doing it, Maria. So thank you. Thanks for being patient.
Yeah.
And when we started looking yesterday at the types of rainforest birds there are,
they're awesome.
It's awesome, and it's an incredible subject. So what I would say is you're going to need color today. Just get your colors out. I don't care what form they're in. I'm going to be working in watercolor and colored pencil and an ink pen, but this is an opportunity to really, there's colors that are like too bright and too crazy. This is a chance to use them, to burn through them a bit.
Bring them on.
So good. All right, I am ready to get going because we have 7 subjects, 7 birds. So if you want to think about that, how you arrange them on your page, we'll be doing 7. All right, JJ, you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, you might have to do some research as we go along.
I'm ready. I'm here.
So here's our very first bird. It is called the Toko toucan.
It's sort of, I would say that's the iconic rainforest bird.
Yeah. Rainforest and breakfast cereal. But Sam the toucan has striped bill, doesn't he? But it's a very...
I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that.
It's a very graphic looking
It's a great looking bird.
And as I'm drawing it, it looks like a nun. It's like a nun wearing like a really crazy mask, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe a tuxedo.
Well, the way that it comes down like that, I don't know. Just as I was drawing it, I suddenly thought, like, this looks like a nun. Hey, wait a minute. Where am I? Sorry about that. Yes.
So do you want me to tell you more about the toucan?
Oh, I didn't turn my camera on.
Oh, well, that is...
So this is the Toko toucan. I don't know what that means.
Oh, wait. Okay, so how do you spell that? Toko?
Toko. T-O-C-O.
It's the largest species of toucan.
Oh, really? I thought it was going to be like a mini. Okay, good. So what is a toucan exactly?
Its most conspicuous feature is its massive beak, which is yellow-orange with a black base and a large spot on the tip. It is endemic to South America, where it has a wide distribution from the Guiana south to northern Argentina and Uruguay. And its range has been recently expanding southwards.
I wonder how big it is.
Like
the size of a six-pack? Is it the size of...
Hold on, I'll get there.
Bag?
It's going to give me a whole bunch of information about what they feed on, fleshy fruits, supplement with insects, eggs, and the nestlings of other birds.
Ew.
They will eat any available sugar-rich fruits. And I can tell you more about their mating season if you wish to know. Average length of 56 centimeters, so that's 22 inches. They cannot be mistaken for any other birds and easily recognized by their large orange beaks. The body is mainly glossy black with a white throat and upper throat. This white patch will sometimes have a citrine yellow tint and a red band where it meets the black breast. But these features are highly variable between individuals. The rump, great word, is white, while the underside of the tail is red. The eye is brown.
This one has a blue eye.
Although it has also been reported being varying shades of yellow, green, and blue. It's surrounded by a narrow blue ring.
I think the blue eye is nice.
The rest of the orbital skin being sulfur yellow to orange.
But it seems to have blue feet as well.
Yeah. The beak looks heavy, but as in other toucans, it is relatively light because the inside is largely hollow.
Do you remember a long time ago we did the Guinness posters?
Yeah.
And didn't we do a toucan then? I seem to remember we did.
Well, there is one. There's an iconic Guinness. We're talking about the beer, the Irish beer. There's an advertisement that has a Guinness toucan on it. So yeah, we did.
Good.
We did.
Not losing my mind. Let's see if this. So I'm using this set I have of. I don't use that often, but it's pastel shades of paint pan set from Derwent, and they're nice colors. I don't know if this guy is really pastel though. Yeah, a little bit of pastel maybe. Maybe that could work. I think it needs something more intense.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you would even get those pastels out for this assignment.
I don't know, because I was just thinking I want something bright. Let's see if this one will work better. Right, this is a different set of Derwent paints. This is the line and wash set. It does have this orange. Let's see if it's going to work. I think this is an orange plus a red. Okay, I think I'm going to have to put down a couple of coats here. Glazes is the technical term. I think what I'm going to do probably is go over this with pencil.
Watercolor pencil?
Yeah, I'm going to go over with my Inktense pencils.
Nice. Love an Inktense.
Yeah, because this is looking a little anemic, but. And then a bit of poppy red here. So I guess you didn't eat a lot of Fruit Loops as a child.
I'm sure I did. I mean, my household was sugar friendly. You know, I was the household that all the other kids wanted to come to because we would have we had a refrigerator that only had sodas. Like, you know, all the fancy kinds, not just like Coca-Cola, but we would have like Orange Crush and like, you know, grape and strawberry. And then we always had Verner's, which is like a Midwestern ginger ale. So we just, you know, tubs of ice cream, sugary cereals. I got all of that stuff.
Because we never had soda in our house ever.
So Deborah says toucans eat electric wires when they're in an urban environment. That sounds like a good way to die.
Sounds really annoying. So now I'm using an intense pencil, which is it's a watercolor pencil, which means that as it's going over this kind of slightly wet underpainting, it is activating the watercolor part of it, which makes these pencils a lot more intense than they are otherwise. All right, I think I have to let this dry and move on.
Really? I'm going to come back to it though.
I think I am. I think I will. We'll see how we do with the other ones, but
yeah, I feel like there's work to be done on this guy.
Yeah, probably right. Blue eye in there.
It's a blue foot too. It looks like little.
Yeah, it's, you know, honestly, it's hard to compete with nature when it comes to these colors.
It's true.
Nature
is lit.
Mother Nature has a better paint set than I do.
Nature is lit.
See, I could add in like this little bit of tone down there on that white part, but I just don't feel like I should. Well,
they talked about it having a yellow cast.
I know that to me seems kind of dirty. You know, I want it to be kind of more graphic looking. So I'm going to keep my colors bold and not make my whites look like an old undershirt.
Tea stained.
Pit stains. I think I made his body not as round as it should be either.
I think he looks chipper.
Yeah, he's nice. So yeah, let's leave him and let's move on. Am I rushing you? I hope not. If you'd like to take a screen grab, do it now. Like a screen grab of the
Toko toucan.
Reference. All right, we're moving on to the next, which is...
Who's up? Drum roll, please.
This is the King Vulture.
Whoa.
How about that guy?
I don't see him yet.
Okay, he's about to show up. He is, boy, you've got a lag.
Always.
There it is.
Whoa.
I know. This is a reminder that birds are dinosaurs.
Haley's asking how many total. You said 7, right?
7 total, yeah. But you could spend the whole hour on one of these, but we're not going to. Well, this guy's might require a little bit more time.
I don't know.
Look at that face.
I mean, look at that eye.
And this cheek, it's like
Yeah.
it's like some scary monster.
Oh, I don't think it looks scary. I think it looks like warrior princess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it looks
Vulture princess.
very cool. All right, king vulture. Do you want me to do some research? King vulture. Okay. Is a large bird found in Central and South America. It lives predominantly in tropical lowland forests stretching from southern Mexico to northern Argentina. Large and predominantly white, the king vulture has gray to black ruff, flight, and tail feathers. The head and neck are bald, with the skin color varying, including yellow, orange, blue, purple, and red, so you could use anything. The king vulture has a very noticeable orange, fleshy caruncle on its beak.
Caruncle?
This vulture is a scavenger and often makes the initial cut into a fresh carcass.
So if it finds like a dead critter by the side of the Brazilian highway.
Yeah. King vultures have been known to live for up to 30 years in captivity. They were popular figures in the Mayan codices. Did I say that right?
Codices?
Codices, thank you. As well as in local folklore and medicine.
So it looks almost like a gill here. Yeah, this is a kind of a wild looking guy.
Yeah.
And then he's wearing like kind of a shaggy sort of shawl almost. I mean, we have vultures here, and they're huge.
So this king vulture eats anything from cattle carcasses down to corpses of monkeys and other arboreal mammals to be beached fish and dead lizards. Wow.
Charming. What kind of breath do you think it has? It's not cute. I'm sorry. Not cute. So I'm thinking that instead of just painting it black, I'm gonna have to hatch it in to suggest this sort of because it's almost like hair.
Well, so that
it's probably feathers.
That which part are you talking about?
Like the face, the way that it has the on top of its head, but also its cheek there. Seems like it's like little tiny feathers, really, right? Must be.
I mean, yeah.
It's not just skin.
But the neck is bald. They said it's bald.
Doesn't seem bald though. Oh yeah, the neck where the red is.
Yeah, with the red and the pink, that's bald. And the top of the head is also bald. It's like
I just don't feel comfortable coloring it in black, solid black.
So you're going for some hatching.
Yeah, it just feels like the right thing to do. I want to give this guy his due.
Quite literally, giving him his hair, his fur,
his
feathers.
Hairdo.
Hairdo.
Do you think you'd feel comfortable knowing that you were going to be eaten by a vulture after you died?
Sure.
Would that be troubling?
No. I have like no issue whatsoever with, I mean, once you're dead, you're gone. I don't really understand when people are persnickety about what they want to have happen to their body when they're dead. I really don't think you're coming back to it, you know?
That's true. And you wouldn't really want to. Imagine if you died and then you came back and you were put in that same body. It's like getting somebody's hand-me-downs.
It's a very strange twist.
Well, vultures make me think of death. Do they eat anything else? Do they ever go and eat like a...
It said they eat everything, basically. I mean, I listed half a dozen things.
But will they eat like a tomato?
Didn't sound like that was high on the menu. They're into protein.
I made his bill a little longer than it should be, but that's all right.
It's because you were thinking about the chomp down.
It's true. So I'm using pink flamingo to paint his bill with.
Is that the name of the paint?
Yeah, pink flamingo. But it looks like sort of ruddy skin, so I'm cool with it. And then I'm mixing it with poppy red. Feels like I should have a bit of yellow in there too.
I feel like there's a little bald patch on the top of his head that's that color too.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you could really spend a lot of time with this guy and really get the details right.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend a whole hour on this guy, this one guy.
If you were Audubon, you could make a whole career out of painting this guy.
Those are so excellent.
So I have a friend who we met when we were 15, and he's an incredible painter of animals and birds. And his name is Walton Ford. And if you look him up, he paints, all of his paintings are life size. So whenever he does a painting, the animals in it are the exact size that they would be in reality. So he's painted an elephant, a watercolor the size of an elephant. He's painted lions. He did a series of paintings of King Kong. But look up his work if you aren't familiar with his name. He's a fine art painter. His stuff sells at, he's represented by Gagosian Gallery. And
he also, I mean, we have the most incredible coffee table book of his stuff. Because his works are not affordable to buy.
Oh, no. They're like, he's sold paintings now for 7 figures.
Yeah, he's major. Should have stayed friends with him.
I am still friends with him.
I want one of his cast-offs.
I'll tell him. I think he does cast-offs.
Everybody does cast-offs, don't they?
But he was originally influenced quite a lot by Audubon. And in a way, his paintings they look sort of like Audubon paintings. If you've never seen Audubon, you should look him up too.
They have like a bit of magical realism, though.
Well, they're often, a lot of them are political allegories. So they're sort of symbolic. All right, I'm going to stop now because I can see myself getting obsessive with this thing. I just need to paint his orange carbuncle. What was it called? Caruncle?
Caruncle.
Sure that's not carbuncle? Could there possibly be 2 words that are that similar?
No, it's a carbuncle is like a skin-like thing, right?
Well, that's what this is.
Okay, let me go back. Maybe I did mess this up. It's known to happen. Okay.
Carbuncle.
Oh boy, now I don't know where I read that. Caruncle.
Caruncle. Strange.
Caruncle.
Take your word for it.
All right. It's a wattle, a fleshy caruncle hanging from various parts of the head or neck in several groups of birds and mammals.
Or humans.
Caruncles in birds include those found on the face, wattles, dewlaps, snoods, and earlobes.
Snoods.
Wattles are generally paired structures, but oh my gosh, this is getting...
That's really interesting.
I mean...
Snood. I never really thought of snood as a word, but I mean a real word, but it is obviously. Snood.
It's a sexy time type of thing.
Oh, I see. They blow it up and inflate it.
Yeah.
All right, he's done now. That's enough.
Okay.
That's enough of this.
I'm glad you cut me off before I talked about
sex habits of the king
uncomfortable things.
Okay. Moving on to number 3, which is a hyacinth macaw.
Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice.
Yeah. The reference is kind of small. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, but it is the full bod. So it's sort of a mohawk of a sort. Or is it like a kind of a blow-dried John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever kind of look?
Yeah, I mean, Susan is pointing out something I also believe to be true. This is a blue and gold, not a hyacinth.
Okay.
Hyacinth would be all blue.
I think I found this picture and it didn't say what it was.
Oh, you're drawing kind of behind reference too.
I found this picture. It didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
So I did a Google reverse image search.
Wrong.
And apparently so.
Yeah, people are complaining about the fact you're drawing behind the thing.
Okay, I'm out in the open now.
Yeah.
I just need some private time there.
After we talked about those caruncles.
No, that wasn't it.
It could go in a very bad direction.
Moving in that direction.
Yeah.
So this is, what kind is it then?
So it's a blue and gold.
Okay. And so hyacinth, I'm not sure what color the hyacinth is.
It's blue, I think.
That's, yeah. I think
But it doesn't have the gold. It says Google is calling it a blue and yellow macaw.
Oh, yeah, well, we could see that that's what it is.
It's a large neotropical parrot with a mostly blue dorsum, light yellow-orange venter, and gradient hues of green on top of its head. It's a member of the large group of neotropical parrots known as macaws. It inhabits forest, woodland, and savanna of tropical Central and South America, as well as the island of Trinidad in the Caribbean. They are popular because of their striking color, ability to talk, and close bonding to humans.
Because I was just about to say, I would assume that these rainforest birds are like not the kind that you have as pets, but I guess macaws people have as pets.
Yeah. They can reach a length of 81 to 91 centimeters, so that's 32 to 36 inches, and weigh 2 to 3 pounds. They're one of the larger members of their family.
Are they edible?
Danny. I mean, I don't know. That vulture would probably, King Vulture would take it down.
Take it down. They don't take it down. That's the whole thing about vultures. They don't take things down. They just sit around waiting for somebody to drop off a cadaver.
So the hyacinth macaw are bigger than the blue and golds.
Oh, okay. All right, so part of his anatomy is cut off here, so we're gonna have to make that up. Figure it's just some big, long, drooping feathers down there.
Drooping?
Well, hanging.
Thank you. This is a magnificent bird. Let's not use any sort of derogatory language.
No aspersions will be cast.
No drooping.
Okay, now, how am I going to give him his due color-wise?
That is the question.
I think I have to go back to my regular paint set and get rid of these dang-fangled Derwent sets for now.
Get rid of that pastel set. at a minimum.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Let's fire him up. Oh, that accidentally. Okay. I think his tail feathers are even longer. Doesn't look in balance.
Yeah, the tail feathers would be longer.
Longer than I drew them?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I have this thing that I made with all of my colors, and they all correspond to the individual paints. And then a couple days ago, I accidentally knocked this over, and or half the paints fell out. So now I'm not really confident anymore, and I have to go and like make a new one because I'm not confident.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You are a clumsy.
Well, I'm an oaf.
Clumsy guy sometimes.
I come from a long line of oafs. All right, so these, you think that these feathers need to be much longer?
I think they come down to a point. They aren't like shaggy like that.
All right, I think that'll be better. And then he's got this sort of light blue, like modesty panel down there. Yeah, I think I've made his wings a little small too. I mean, overall, I think his proportions aren't quite right, but that's okay.
And these things sometimes happen.
You look at it, you know, it's some kind of a yellow bird. I'm not Audubon or Walton Ford. I think there's the tiniest bit of green there at the front of its headdress as well.
Yeah, they said, when I read the description, they said a little patch of green on the top of the head.
Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to have to float some orange into this. Get some dimension. Not to mention the dimension. Yeah, some of those feathers look like gold, don't they?
Yeah,
Like beaded
you could use a metallic set.
Oh boy.
Well, as we know, feathers are iridescent, right?
Well, hummingbird feathers are. I don't know that all feathers are.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you even look at like feather come out of a gray dove, if you hold it a certain way, you'll see a lot of colors in it.
So you've owned parrots.
No,
What have you owned?
I've had parakeets.
Parakeets, I guess, not parrots.
Yeah. No, we always had a bird when I was growing up. We had a series of parakeets.
I had an aviary when I was living with my grandparents, but
They weren't pets.
they were pets. They were my pets. No, I mean, it was my thing. I had mainly parakeets, some finches, a chicken. All right, I think this has to also sit and dry.
Okay.
I think we're moving on.
Who's next?
Next we have a very cute bird. This is the keel-billed toucan. So it's a different kind of toucan.
How do you spell keel?
K-E-E-L. So it's sort of similar to our last one, but a totally different color scheme.
It's also known as the sulfur-breasted toucan.
Sulfur-breasted.
The colorful Latin American member of the toucan family is a national bird of Belize. Species is found in tropical jungles from southern Mexico to Ecuador. It is an omnivorous forest bird that feeds on fruits, seeds, insects, invertebrates, lizards, snakes, and small birds and their eggs. Chomptastic. So it ranges in length from around 42 to 55 centimeters, which is 17 to 22 inches. Their large and colorful bill averages around 12 to 15 centimeters, which is 4.7 to 5.9 inches. It's about a third of its length is the bill.
Wow.
While the bill seems large and cumbersome, it is in fact a spongy, hollow bone covered in keratin, a very light and hard protein.
Oh, it's a bone. Interesting. I guess it would have to be a bone.
The plumage of the keel-billed toucan is mainly black with a yellow neck and chest. Molting occurs once per year. It has blue feet and red feathers at the tip of its tail. The bill is mainly green with a red tip and orange sides. Keel-billed toucans have, I'm going to murder this word, zygodactyl feet. Feet with two toes, feet with toes 2 and 3 facing forward and toes 1 and 4 backward. 2 toes face forward and 2 face back. Because toucans spend a large portion of time in the trees, this helps the bird stay on the branches and jump from one branch to another. They're very social birds, rarely seen alone. Fly in small flocks of approximately 6 to 12 individuals. There's a family structure within the group. Birds often duel with each other using their bills and throw fruit into each other's mouths. They play ball, one throwing a fruit in the air and a second seizing it.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing. All right, I'm a fan of this bird.
Keel-billed. I guess its bill is shaped kind of like the keel of a boat, I guess, is the thinking behind that name.
I don't know. So Jumbo said toucan skin is almost transparent. That's interesting.
I'm going to have to figure out how to make that color of its... That green is a beautiful color, but...
It's very yellowy.
Yeah. It's like lime, beyond lime, actually.
Hey, guess who's here?
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
What a strange guess. No, Anthony is here. Make weird music.
Anthony. Hi, Anthony. All right. A lot of colors in that mixture there. So, pencil time.
I was going to say, maybe a pencil will help you with that green.
Yeah, it's very bright. And it's almost iridescent here at the bottom.
That's beautiful.
Should I have used my tempera?
Stop it with those things.
I know, they're annoying. It's like having a friend with a new girlfriend, constantly talking about how wonderful she is. All right, well, that's about the size of it.
Yeah, Lisa said a little gouache goes a long way.
I know, it's true. But limitations are good for your creativity.
I mean, you might have to kind of hit everything again before you're done.
Yeah, that's true. I might have to come back and do it all again. All right, I think we're done with this guy. The keel build.
Oh my God, you forgot his tail.
Oh yeah, I can barely see his tail. Oh, yeah. No wonder he looks odd. Half naked. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Somebody throws a fruit at him, he's going to fall off the branch.
All right, there it is. A neat little tail. All right, we're moving on.
Who's next?
Let's see who's next. All right, so we're doing okay with time. This guy is kind of cute too. A bay-headed tanager. Looks like he's wearing some kind of a sweater, I would say.
All right, a bay-headed tanager.
Tanager. Like teenager, but without an E.
Okay, what can I tell you about this guy?
Well,
It's a medium-sized passerine bird. It's a resident breeder in Costa Rica, Panama, South America, south to Ecuador, Bolivia, and northwestern Brazil, and on Trinidad. Hey, there was somebody on the show in the chat from Brazil. Okay, what can I tell you about it?
well,
They're about 14 centimeters long. They weigh about 19.5 grams. They're mainly green, apart from a chestnut head, a blue or green belly, and a thin gold collar on the hind neck.
so I wonder what the bay-headed means. What does that refer to?
Whoever wrote this Wikipedia gave a phonetic description of their sound, their song.
Well, why don't you sing it?
The bay-headed tanager's song is a slow see, 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 soo, soy. Not my finest hour.
It's time to go pro with your bird songs, I think.
They eat mainly fruit, usually swallowed whole. Insects are also taken, mainly from the underside of branches. Yeah, it doesn't really kind of give any understanding of why bay-headed is its name.
I can't really see where the tail is. I'm kind of making it up, I think. I'm just going to make up the tail. This reference is a little flawed. Surprisingly, not that easy to find really good resources for this particular thing.
I mean, you could have just picked another one that did have good resources, but you chose not to for some reason?
No, honestly, I was struggling to find decent high-resolution pictures.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, Anthony to the rescue.
What does he say?
Oh, and Cindy had this too. Bay-headed in a bird refers to a head color resembling a rich reddish-brown or chestnut shade, like that of a bay horse.
Oh, bay horse.
So it has like a head cap.
I see. I was thinking of Old Bay seasoning. I was thinking that would probably be good on this bird if you had to eat it.
Are you hungry?
Not really.
I was thinking bay leaf. I don't know why I was.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because those are like
kind of
trees of bay. Yeah, in the Caribbean, right?
So I'm going to make up that his tail is green. Even though I have no idea if it is.
Okay. I could probably Google this.
I mean, there's probably other pictures of him, I'm sure, out there, but
He's cutie, though.
I was dealing with the upset of my watercolors.
Oh, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I have a lot of I have 45 watercolors.
Maybe it's time to
set.
Prune the...
It's a brand new set.
Oh. Well, now you've christened it by dumping it out. Did you Did you mar the carpeting?
No, they're solid.
Okay.
They're pans. I'll be honest, I've never really thought about rainforest birds before, like as a thing. I think that's why I wasn't that responsive to the idea initially, because I was like, I don't even know what that means. It's stupid now because I look at them and they're beautiful and
colorful, which is a great choice.
Yeah. I also looked at Australian rainforest birds, which were not very colorful.
Really?
No, surprisingly.
Maybe because, I don't know. I was going to voice a dumb opinion. I'm going to hold it in.
Do that.
But I now realize I am hungry.
You feel like having a little bird? Is that what you're saying?
Lisa mentioned
you want to go out and eat like
tastes like chicken, and I was like, I'd eat some chicken right now. Sorry to all the vegans, but I would eat some chicken.
Maybe you could go out and grab one of the lovebirds in our backyard and roast it.
That wouldn't be much of a... What were the birds? Ortolans that they would...
When you put the handkerchief over your head?
And then you eat it whole?
Yeah. I just don't know if that's a very good idea.
Oh, yeah. Janice said next animal, rainforest frogs. I bet that is a very cool iteration.
That's true. Have we drawn frogs before?
We've done a frog. I mean, at this point, have we not done everything? I think we have.
No. We haven't done... I have a whole page in one of my early sketchbooks devoted just to urinals. I don't know if that interests anybody, but there's a lot of different designs of urinals I discovered as I traveled the world. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the penultimate bird, which is, this is a crazy looking bird. This I wasn't even sure was real. Wait till you see this thing.
What's it called?
It's called the knobbed hornbill.
Horn. Okay. There's a knobbed porgy too. It's a fish. These are native to Indonesia. It's a large black hornbill with a yellow bill, white tail feathers, pale blue skin around the eye, blackish feet, and a bare, dark blue throat.
Yeah, it's...
The male and females are different.
I think I'm going to wedge him in here.
Did you just hear how loudly my stomach growled? Could you guys hear that? I mean, I'm seriously now...
All of you guys, you have no idea what conditions I'm working under. I have her stomach. I have the dog snoring in the background.
Okay, here's a fun fact for you. As with other hornbills, the knobbed hornbill is believed to be monogamous.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look like there's a lot of girls lining up for this guy.
The diet consists of mainly fruits, but it will also take insects and small vertebrates. The breeding season, well, we don't need to know about that. Oh, it's triggered by a dramatic reduction in rainfall. So when the monsoons end, they get busy. All right, the female seals itself inside a tree hole for egg laying using its own feces. Delightful. During this time, the male will provide foods for the female and the young through a slit in the seal.
Getting your shit together.
Knobbed hornbills are important seed dispersers in their habitat and influence the initial fate of seeds of several tropical forest tree species. All right, well, that's cool. I'm into it.
How large is it? Because it looks like it's pretty big.
Oh, shoot, I didn't... Yeah, it doesn't say. At least doesn't say in the Wikipedia that I'm reading.
I mean, it's crazy colors. I mean, it looks like it's made out of paper mache or something. It really doesn't look like a real thing. That's why I was wondering about it at first. We have a friend who used to have hair very much like this.
It's like Dumb and Dumber hair. Who was it? Jeff Bridges?
Daniels.
Daniels.
Yeah, that is. He's kind of hiding behind this other toucan's tail.
The tail you nearly forgot. I don't know if you're going to have time for your...
Yeah, we're almost out of time, so I might have to skip the last one. I've run out of page, so it's just as well.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to letter? Are you going to do that afterward?
I guess I'm going to have to.
Guys, that's a rare... I mean, it's because we had 2 weeks worth of pre-roll.
I think it's also because...
You're going more slowly today than usual?
Yeah, there's just a lot of colors to mix. And for some reason, I'm being like really detailed and persnickety about it instead of just being a bit looser and more...
You know why?
Suggestive.
You know why?
I'd like to know.
I can tell you why.
Hit me.
Because you've been so loyal to those tempera sticks, you've forgotten how to use watercolors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's the way it is.
Are you using a Pentel brush pen?
Always.
Yeah.
No, that's not a Pentel brush pen. No. It's this thing. It's a Tombow.
Ah.
Fudensuke. You can find it in the description below this. It explains what it is.
Someone in the chat in the beginning said they just got a Pentel brush pen and they can't stop using it. We've had that experience.
I'll be honest with you. When I first got it, I had a friend who used it all the time, and I was like, "Wow, this is so cool what you're doing with it." I got it, and I just couldn't get into it. And then when I did, it is addictive.
Yeah.
But it did take me a while to
Acclimate.
be a convert. Yeah.
Well, that was probably when you were in your fountain pen phase.
No, it was just technical pens I was using at that point, and the brush pen it's kind of wild. It's a little out of control. All right, I think I'm going to do lettering. I'm just going to do lettering, and we're just going to skip the last bird, and then I'll come back and do some other stuff.
do some other stuff. That's vague and mysterious.
Well, come back and, afterwards I'll do.
Oh, like touch them with the...
Yeah.
Oh, Dorothy said she saved a space for the seventh bird. Do you want to just give her a glimpse? Or anyone?
Sure.
Because people do plan their page around
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
It's totally irresponsible of me. Here you go. This.
Oh, that's cute.
That's a sun parakeet.
Yeah, that's real cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, we skipped it.
I'll leave them up there. If you don't want to do lettering, you can. Come on, just focus. Focus, man, focus. All right, there's Toko the toucan, and then there's King the vulture.
King vulture.
So I'm just going to mention this casually because I'll talk about it more in future weeks, but I am just finishing up a new course.
Yep.
And we're going to release it in the coming weeks. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
It's happening.
Block out your summer because it's coming. All right, next we have the keel billed toucan. Known as KB to his friends. And then this guy is, what did we decide this was? The
I don't know which
macaw?
one. Oh, it's blue and yellow.
How could it be called blue and yellow? That's a terrible name.
Or blue and gold.
Are you making this up?
I mean, it says blue and yellow on Wikipedia.
I'm going with gold because I've already written it. And then this guy down here is the bay-headed tanger.
You're not putting in macaw?
I did put in one.
Oh, I have a delay.
Tanager. Gotta stop living in the past, woman.
I want to live in the future when I'm eating my second breakfast. I don't know, I'm so hungry.
All right, the bay-headed tanger, tanger, and then finally, down here we have this bizarre knobbed hornbill. All right, so then I'm going to put in somewhere here. I'll just put it in here at the top.
Rainforest birds?
Rainforest birds, in case you're wondering. What are these things? Are they shoes? Are they asparaguses?
Did you hear Twiglet's annoyance? Oh,
Twiggy.
Twiggy.
When I make jokes.
I know. That was a silly dad joke. So cute. They both seem plumb tuckered out.
All right, that's it.
We're done.
We're done-ish. Again, I'll come back and I'll post this when I'm finished. But yeah, for now we're done.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right. So I'm moving on.
Yeah, you used the whole hour and then some.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, I went over. Okay. Well, for those of you who had extremely important appointments that you've now missed, I apologize. Okay, we're moving on to our...
Maria's here. Maria, she gets the credit for the idea.
Ah, good. I'm glad. I would feel foolish if we'd done this and Maria wasn't here. Maria. I once knew a girl named Maria. Here we go. So we want to see your rainforest birds. So please make sure that you send them to me. And the way you can do that is by, oops, what happened? You can do that by posting them on Instagram or on Facebook and making sure that you, in the description, tag it by writing #SBS, that's Sketchbook School, draw with me. And what else? If you become a member, you can be part of picking what our next topic is going to be. And you can also draw with me and JJ on Wednesday afternoons.
Which is fun.
Yeah, so if for some reason it's a struggle to get here at 9 o'clock Pacific time, because it's 4 a.m. your time, then...
in Tasmania.
Yeah, so then come on Wednesdays.
Exactly.
You can join for a pittance. A pittance. It's just try it for a month.
We have been having quite a lot of fun on the Wednesday sesh. It's a bit more informal.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
We
let it all hang out a little bit more.
Neither of us shave. It's just we just show up. It's just,
somebody yesterday had tea with vodka in it, which I think is a great idea.
So anyway, what else? I write an essay every Friday. If you'd like to get it for free, I'll email it to you. Just go to dannysessays.com, give me your email address, and I'll send it to you. I write about all kinds of stuff to do with being a creative person, and you might find it interesting. Also, the usual, subscribe to this channel, etc., etc. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for being a friend. Dun, dun.
Like she said. Yes. Yeah, and we'll see you again
next week.
Well, actually, one other thing I wanted to add is if you are in Phoenix, we will see you possibly on Saturday, because we're having our third meetup of Phoenicians.
Yeah.
Meeting up at the Sculpture Garden at the Phoenix Museum of Art. So if you want to come, let us know. What else? Yeah? We don't want people just showing up.
No, you got to tell me, because otherwise...
Because we don't want to have to call the police, because there's thousands and thousands of people with sketchbooks rushing the Phoenix Museum of Art. That just wouldn't be seemly.
What we've been doing at these meetups, more so than sitting and drawing, is sharing the sketchbooks, like passing around your sketchbook and just chatting.
But you don't have to. If that's a reason to not come, put it off your list. Just don't.
Well, you can look at other people's sketchbooks, right?
You can see what other people. But also, we do it because we want to
make new friends.
Yeah, we want to meet new people and hang out. And already, a lot of ideas have come out of doing this stuff we're going to do together. So it's a reason to move to Phoenix if you're looking for one.
Hey, somebody is coming from Colorado. At least so they say.
That's nice.
So there you go.
Yes.
Lisa says, come back to Princeton. Yeah, we did that there a couple times.
Yeah, Princeton, we did a thing at the library.
That was fun.
I also spent 4 of the most challenging years of my life there. So yeah, it's all good. So Thistle says 4 p.m. is rough for her. Okay, well then just come here now. Tomorrow, next week. All right, that's enough. That's enough folderol. We'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.